All right.
Okay. So I guess I'm streaming too then.
Well, no, it won't stream. It won't stream to your profile. I have to do that next time because I have to
Oh,
have the settings already in it. Yeah, I have to have the
oh,
settings
oh,
already
oh,
in
oh,
Restream.
oh. No, I'm just wondering.
But I could tag you if you like.
Just wondering.
I think Priceless is tagged if I'm not mistaken, but I could find out. Hold on.
Ah, really don't. Well,
Hold on,
it
let me
only
see.
mattered just for the fact of voice. That's all, really.
No, no, I want you to be on there. Hold on. Let me see. Give me a second, right quick. Uh, so shit, so let's be okay, yeah. Shit. All right, so I tagged you, so it's gonna show up on your profile, and but you should be tagged in it right now. Also Priceless. All right, it's crazy because I see us on live right now, and it's actually
All
right now
right,
words.
that's good then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hopefully everything looks kind of good.
Oh yeah, bro. If you want to look down at your phone, it ain't gonna stand. Oh, you on the phone, right?
No, I'm actually on
On the
the
tablet.
a tablet. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to look at it on your phone on your profile, it should be right there. So you can see it. But yeah, man. Just giving a couple seconds for everybody to come on in. Make sure I mute this thing.
Yeah, this is
But yeah,
really getting used to really seeing myself up on
on the screen.
yeah, on the screen.
Yeah, and then I was trying to make it a little bit, a little bit rounder, but as far as myself, but oh, there we go. I think that's what I was looking for right now. But no, this is definitely gonna be an experience. I guess we can go ahead and kick into it, man. The
Yeah.
first thing like we was talking about, I mean, everybody been talking about gas prices, dog. Everybody been talking about gas prices. I'm not gonna beat that dead horse. I'm just gonna say a little spill real quick and then jump up off of that. But you gotta admit that they high. It ain't the first time they've been high. I mean, they higher than the Z price, which is just stupid high, just dumb high. They higher than most mountaintops I probably never see. It's just crazy. You know what I mean? What do you think they're going? When you think they're going bring them back down, and what do you think will be the cause of them coming back down? Because it's always a why. Joe Biden already said that they would get ready to unleash all this millions of barrels of oil, which really don't make sense to me right now because gas is still high as hell, and I even seen that the price of oil fell, but it's still high as hell. And I'm not want to knock somebody. It's about getting their money, but when do you pull the plug? Like when is it? When is it? You know what I'm saying? When is it? All right.
Well, one, I mean, because of gas prices, one we have to look at, there being inflation on a lot of shit, bro.
Yes. Yeah.
Because product, bro. Cogs, what you learn about in business. You know what I'm saying? Cost of goods. For that shit to be distributed it to you, you know, it's
It
it's
costs.
going to be it's going to cost money. And that
Right.
gas, man, listen, that gas affects everybody, man. Especially people who are making their money, side hustle doing Lyft. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Doing Uber, doing shit like DoorDash and shit like that. You ain't making a fuck thing, bro. Serious shit. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying? I'd be mad too. You know,
we
I
were
I
in.
I bro.
My bad.
Listen, I've been noticing how the price changes, bro. Like every time you go to Walmart, Walmart is always looking at the best, like we got the best deals and shit like that. But I started learning shit like employees telling me shit like, bro, like they're changing shit like on a day-to-day fucking basis, bro.
Right. They have to react to what, like you said, the chain, the supply and demand. But here's the thing though about that, like you said, you hit on a very important thing about like Uber left people getting side hustles and stuff like that. Like before, that used to be a little extra, whatever that you could make, that you could make a little on the side. A lot of people are getting new cars based on that, on that little side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Them cars take gas. You know what I'm saying? They were able to make the payments based on hustle, but now you got to hustle more. And I don't know if you've seen the delivery fee, but the delivery fee on them like Uber Eats and DoorDash and shit don't went high, bro. It was one like $12.50, dog. When we was in Austin, shit was crazy. That was the delivery fee. That's for you get your food, bro. It's hard out here, bro. It's just
Hey,
cheaper to just go get your shit. Just go get it. Like you know what I'm saying? Just go get it.
yeah, I think for the most part too, like that's where again it becomes more of a necessity. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we have the type of funds, especially the way the states move and shit, as far as what we put our money into. I mean, there's agriculture. There's people that grow shit for the state.
Right. Well, no,
You
no, no,
know,
no.
in
Hey, you
in each state. You know what I'm saying? So they're very high in means of doing shit like that.
there now I agree with you. There are people that grow for the state and stuff like that, but not so much, bro. Like one thing I've noticed too, it doesn't seem like there's not as much agriculture as there used to be. Like you know what I'm saying?
Well, no,
Like
because everybody's more dependent on shit, bro. Like you think about it, right? Whenever we first had television, we had to change it by the knob or go to the cable box and hit all the numbers,
hmm.
going up and down and shit. I mean, we actually had to still get up just to fucking be lazy. But now they done made remote controls and iPhones and smartphones, and you can connect everything to one, the one link and have everything controlled in your house. Is that a good thing, or is that a bad thing, man? Because people be watching, bro. Like
we 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 trade convenience for health, bro. I hate to say it like that, but yeah, it's to be convenient. Like sometimes we need, like you said, we need that. We needed that walk, man. The remote control kind of simplified a lot of shit. Really kind of boosted obesity. But I mean, everything's a self choice, though. You can't necessarily just put it on those things. You know that these are the things. I mean, we had to actively partake in that in order to get where what I'm saying where we at. So I mean, it still all comes back to self blame. But like we were saying before about these guys, bro. Like, listen, yes, in order in your business to make money, you usually have to buy in bulk and then sell. You know what I'm saying? Independently or independent units at a higher price to make your money. I get that. So I'm not knocking these oil companies, or I'm not even the oil companies. I'm not knocking the gas companies for taking advantage of a market because right now everybody is panicking about the gas. But what I'm saying is, when is enough though? Like, bro, this shit is like getting out of hand, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
For
mean,
like,
well, let's be honest, bro. Technically, a lot of the gas prices, they some of the blame or the shift of it is being the shit that's going on with Ukraine. We hear many different theories on what it might be. We'll only be getting a glimpse of it depending on, what news station is actually putting, what part of the story out. You're only getting fragments of shit
it's
that's
being
actually going on. Like
right.
America, America has, bro, is definitely in other companies. I mean, we drill in Texas. Uh, in Texas, they
I
drill
was
they
waiting for
drill their
somebody.
oil and shit like that, right?
I was
But
waiting for somebody to get to that.
but
Yeah.
the thing is that they not trying to drill because where it goes and pumps out to is out into the fucking ocean. You know what I'm saying? They've already had problems with before. They're trying to stay eco-friendly. Remember, Florida's a vacation state. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We still trying to do things in a manner where it's still great for the state. But
So
yo,
I
that shit
so
like
so 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 here's another question. Okay, so I'm willing to go with that, right? So here's this though, right? Like you said, we drill here, and yes, it takes a lot of oil. It takes a lot of oil to run all these machines and things like that. And yes, we want to produce less of a carbon footprint. I'm good with that. I'm not knocking none of that. All that stuff is good stuff. But what I'm saying is, at what point we're gonna keep paying the inflation. We're gonna keep doing all this shit because they're gonna keep having a story for it,
well, it
like they
depends on
do.
what they
And then it's gonna blow up. It's gonna just like the last time this shit happened. Remember right before we went to war in Afghanistan? War is profitable. Like I'm not trying to be fun. I'm not pushing for a war or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is wartime is profitable. A lot of people use that in order to in order to justify different things, right? Like there's a lot of people acting off fear. Like the fear of some shit is gonna happen is
Okay.
they're justifying
Look,
the price of shit happening for.
you remember our little convo earlier? See,
Yeah.
that's what we were talking about earlier about how film does it. See, film uses certain cards that are on play on everybody's mind during the year. And if you ever start like seeing shit, you'll start noticing like, you know, Flash come out one year and it started really putting people on multi-universe and they were making movie after movie about multi-universe and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And actually, putting it in there, showing you that there's science for this shit, that this shit, exists. But is it, you know what I'm saying? Is it really existing to the point where they're testing it? I don't know. I mean, we've been finding all kinds of weird shit, you
I
know,
just
uh, bro, like it's such an open and broad subject. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You can get into so many different stories, actual accounts and shit. And it's like, bro, there's something
I
going on, bro.
I
Wake
find it.
up.
I be thinking like a lot of this stuff be like propaganda driven. Like so with like for example, you remember when everybody was talking about the Illuminati before? Like everybody
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, Illuminati this, Illuminati that, Illuminati this, and then I was saying, here comes all these movies about like pushing that because that's what's selling at the time because that's what everybody's talking about. You feel me? Like and the media helps to drive that shit. Like perfect example, we was talking about something the other day, right? Because of, you saw some kind of media source, and yes, you're supposed to fact check and know for yourself if that shit's real or not. Try to figure out and get a determination out. But it's real easy to be misled by media. You know what I'm saying? Because how do you check it? Like, so if let's say I'm in Texas, right, and I see a report that says some shit happened in Tampa, right? Unless I have somebody to call and ask about that in Tampa, I gotta take that at face value, right? And
Mm-hmm.
what I feel like happens with every war. It depends on which side are we on. Like it's not you never see any kind of footage about us wanting to take over another country, right? You don't ever see no shit like that, right? You'll never see
No, but
nothing
but
that you never see anything that makes you think about it in that aspect, even though that's what that's what our military does. You do realize that that's what we've done, like as a
no.
civilization,
Listen. We already done that though, and
right?
the crazy thing about it is this. That there's no reason for trying to be deceptive now when we already know what the deception was. You
I
know what I'm
there,
saying?
there we go.
There's no need for it. The only need that there is that people start waking up to shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like you say, okay, propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Everything makes for a good story, man. If shit sounds like it's coming from an intelligent person, people have a
People
gift
believe
of
that shit,
gab, bro. You know what I'm saying? People can say you laces, with no shoes, bro.
right? Right.
You know what I'm
So,
saying? That's their craft and shit. Things can sound good. If things sound logical, it sounds good. To with if it's said with a certain cadence, you know what I'm saying? It can be sold.
right, right, and shout out to my man Fleetwood, Lack who's in the building, who checking us out, bro. What we talking about, man, or especially tapping in
What's
right now,
going
bro, is
on?
we talking about media, bro, and how people are easily led. Like, bro, I feel like it's almost similar to like a sheepdog mentality. Like when you herd people like cattle, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Like you herd them up, like you know what I'm saying, and get them to
bro,
go where you want them to go. You know, do
listen,
what you
like
want to do.
every
Yeah,
time, listen, when I hear like people not gonna like this here, and I'm finna step out, no offense, but
no offense, bro. Let them have it.
on
Yeah,
some real shit, man, religion take that role a lot. A lot is, especially with a lot of its dogmatic views, depending on,
which
what
religion?
sect or what you're dealing with. Because you say Christian, man, there's almost like a whole fucking
Umbrella.
tree.
Yes, sir.
There's an umbrella of different laces, who's
You
tied
got
into who, what's tied into what. They believe
Pentecostal,
somewhat along the
Catholic,
same things.
Baptist. Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
some things, some of it ain't the same thing. When is that? Like they want to say I'm the same, but I'm different. right? Like it's the same. Like they want to say I'm the same, but I'm different, right? That's what they saying, and they all in the same room, but they different, right?
I mean, everybody, it's everybody's own free will if they feel like they different. Of course, the reality is everybody's different. There is no such thing as, to me, there's no such thing as normal. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because there's no kind of normality what we see in life. We're just governed off of shit that we're told. Certain what is that? Like
Limitations,
systems.
bro.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But it's shit that we can't explain. So it's the best way we can explain it and give it to you. If you're
right.
gonna go ahead and take that and eat it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, is like,
That's like. So here's the thing that gets me right. Cause and follow me, cause I don't want to lose nobody when I say this shit, right? I'm gonna try to make this shit make sense, right? So people say you shouldn't believe in things that ain't there, right?
that there isn't what?
People say like people say they can't believe in shit that's not there, right? They can't see physically with their eyes, they cannot see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you breathing?
You breathe in what's,
What is gravity?
you get technical, tell you it's gases. It's different gases. It's
Okay,
different
true,
gases. It's
true.
different gases that that sustain a certain function in order
Okay.
for everything to around it to survive, as well as it surviving and everything else.
But what I'm saying is by that logic, because I'm not trying to prove any points. What I'm saying, let's ride with that logic. By that logic, you can't see air. I mean, is
Oh
that
no,
due to
no,
the
no, no. Of
atmospheric color?
course.
Is that due to the atmospheric color? Like you know what I'm saying? If there was a light, like you know how some things, like perfect example, this green screen that's behind me, you
What
can't see
exactly?
it. You can't see it, right? But it's right here. There's a green screen right here. You know what I'm saying? But because it's not physical, because you can't see it, does that make it any less real? Is what I'm saying. So when it comes down to like, is it because of the conditions in which we are in that we can't see it? Because some of
I
the
don't.
conditions would be like, because I have this filter on, you can't see this green screen, but it's still right here. So if our atmospheric color was different, it wouldn't be something like that where we'd be able to see gas making it there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, is it conditional with the things that we can't see? And does that make it not does that make it either more or less real, or is real just relevant to you? You know what I'm saying?
What is real, man? You know what? It's funny because like my time I went through prison, right? Everybody was telling me, man, yo, man, I'm real. I ain't no snitch. And it's,
What what,
the
what is
people
real?
it's the people that are always crying wolf is the one that's, they doing shit. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? And it would just amaze me how these dudes would sit there and everything they did was wrong, and they had the belief behind their theory that it was indeed right, that it was true, and they were acting out of nature. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of times, like, people hear, like, here's a big one I hear all the time, and it's so funny, but like, everybody's a goon. Everybody thinks that, you're a goon, you thugging, it means you thugged out, you crazy. Bro, listen, if you read books, I read. I'm
Right.
intelligent, bro. I read, I understand. I can read in between the lines. That's my best subject.
Right.
However, you know, if you're showing me things that say other, man, I'm finna call that shit, bro. Like,
Facts. But
bro, it's
we live
there.
we live in a society now where it's like like I hear people say real is rare, and it's true. It's like more people are willing to just go along with some shit just because, which is kind of like the basis for our show. More people are just willing to go along with the base, go along with bullshit, even though they smell the shit, they can taste the shit. It's in their nose, it's on their tongue. They can taste the shit, and it just don't. But ain't nobody said that, so they just gonna quietly just eat the shit
No,
or suck up the.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm
but you know what
saying?
I'm
Like
saying.
just
But that's what you're forced to do with. That's again, it's like, it's crazy, and talk about how, like, this brainwash, like a lot of people when they, it used to get me all the time because like when I started becoming, when I went on my path to find whatever it was that I was searching for and what brought me to the way I think and my inner master, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like it was, this shit was changing for me. Uh I forgot where I was gonna go with this one.
Is it? No,
I,
it
you
happens.
know, it,
Was it? But no, definitely a change. Like I think we were speaking on just everything's all relevant is only to your reality. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, even with the guys, saying behind the wall, like people believe they acting in the best motive for them. You know what I'm saying? Based on the environment or the situation. Now, there's somebody else who might not necessarily be experiencing, you know what I'm saying, the consequences of whatever's going on. They might be able to see more clearly, like, hey, that might not be a good look. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro might be on the inside of the wall saying, man, she made me do it. She made me kill her. And then you on the outside of the wall, outside the situation, like, bro, can't nobody make you kill them. Like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? Like,
no,
you know what I'm
no,
saying?
no. It
It's like you said, it's all about your reality, what's
the,
relevant to you. Like, you know what I'm
the,
saying?
re-
What's
the
yeah,
reality in general is like choice. It's
yeah.
your choice, bro. You're the
Choices and
master
consequences.
of your own destiny.
Facts.
You are the master of your own destiny, bro. You know what I'm
So
saying? Like it's strange because it's like you're empty. You're like an empty vessel, but yet you're so full of knowledge. And at times it'll come in spurts. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Sometimes it'll come with epiphanies or certain things you may have thought about in the past that just it pops up. When you're ready for that, it comes to you. And everybody, the crazy thing is everybody's hooked. That all energy, however you want to look at it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's connected to that. It's like one giant modem.
Would you would think we do you think that that lessons can be not all, like maybe something that happens over generations, but do you think lessons could be hereditary? Like
It would have to be.
maybe it takes every generation less time to learn what the last generation taught, and that maybe is like the basis of evolution. Is it? You know what I'm
I,
saying?
Maybe, or you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're looking at a progress uh, of beginners. You know what I'm saying? Because like it is very rarely that you find like people who are really dubbed as old souls. And when you do come across them, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you'll meet them at young ages, and you'll be like, damn, like
The
you
wisdom and
can
the
kind of
knowledge.
almost project like you already know how this person's life is going to be for the rest, and they've already submitted that. It's like they know it's a higher a vibration calling out to them. That's their duty. You know what I'm
But
saying? I'm not saying that sometimes people may feel like they're doing their duty. See, sometimes that goes again when I told you how people are wired differently. You know what I'm saying? And some people have different like certain mental problems or psychosis. Like I was telling you before, people have their own little quirky things that they do.
facts.
But when you don't speak upon it and you try to hide shit, you know what I'm saying? Now you trying to, it's almost like you're trying to hide, who you supposed to be, based on how others may view you. Because again, you talking, you're not wearing Gucci or you're not wearing designer or Dior or fucking mixing it up or whatever it is. And the new man purses with, I'm still
Bro,
fucking
don't get me
about
started
that,
on
bro.
that
Like,
shit, bro. I just
yo,
seen that shit the other day,
yo,
bro. My wife told
I,
me I was
I,
tripping. I
I
didn't know
did
what to do.
too.
I didn't know what to
I
do,
did
bro. I
too.
was like,
And
that
it
nigga
was
got
on
on
a
the
big
whole
ass
verse.
fucking dude. This dude was like some fucking animal type shit, man. And I was like,
I
oh
was
man.
I was blowed too because listen, it's like you said, it's everybody like and I firmly believe, right? Because I'm not against anybody. My thing is this: everybody should live in their truth because, like as you were stating, there's a balance. Because what I've noticed is like when people are unhappy and they try to live for everybody else, instead of living for themselves, they end up hating them. There's a balance, right? You
Mm-hmm.
end up you're not you be pleasing everybody else, but in order to do that, you have to give up yourself, so you're not happy, right? And then when you too much of yourself, it doesn't necessarily make anybody happy. And then that's a choice you can make, but it's a lonely existence, right? So it's everything's about a balance, because once you find balance, then you find purpose. And once you fulfill your purpose, then you know what I'm saying, then you find happiness. At least to me, that kind of makes sense a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily you got to break that shit down to a science like that, but just saying, like,
No, but
I feel like when things are out of whack, like when people are committed to trying to, like you said, hiding who they are, because of the stuff that they have to do to hide that, they don't find themselves happy. They find themselves tired, because even if you find faking it to everybody else, you can't fake you to you.
okay, now check this out. Now let me play. Let me go ahead and jump on the flip side of that coin. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? There's always going to be somebody that's that's out there doing the wrong shit too as well.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe using that as an excuse just to,
So they being a proper bro. Okay, listen. If
you
that's the
know what I'm
case,
saying? And but see, that kind of shit comes with different mental, people that go through older people dementia, people with different what, split personalities. Did you say it's not trying to sound like movie or any shit like that, but like, yo, like, there's some fucking really behavioral issues that you can see it around. And sometimes it's ignited through narcotics, you know what I'm saying, drugs and shit like that. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it's just through the mental stages of somebody maybe getting high, maybe just being bumped into and shit. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Sparking some kind of old fucking flare up that's coming out, because man, we come across some people that they seem all right, and you be like, yeah, man, he looked like he was all right, but you can
So
feel that vibe, like, yo, man, something's not right with this dude, man. Something's not up right here, It's better to go ahead and go down.
and you're right. You feel them vibrations. You know what I'm saying? Coming off of them, where you're like, yo, this person is, a few, cards short of a full deck. You know what I'm saying? But again, that goes back to my balancing thing, because internally they're fighting. Like, have you ever seen somebody who's going through something so traumatic that they act unlike you? Like you might know this person forever, but then all of a sudden they're acting so different than anything you've ever seen. Like it's just something you can't explain. But then later on down the road, you see them again, and they're free of whatever it is that's traumatizing them, and they're back to a even happier person than when you first met them, because they're no longer dealing with that trauma, and they found their balance. You know what I'm saying? Like even in yoga, they tell you gotta be centered. You know what I'm saying? You've got to. That's why I said everything. I feel like comes to a balance. Like when you're off balance, that's when you're gonna exhibit the most. You know what I'm saying? That's when you off balance, something's off balance. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what that means. That's where that comes from. And another thing is, like you said, it's I think environmental things do play into that. Perfect example, talking about this shit with Kanye West right now, right? You know what I'm saying? The shit that he's going through right now with his family, because I'm not one that follow a lot of publicity or press, but I take really that particular situation really resonates with me, right? Because we're watching a public lynching and nobody's saying that, everybody laughing at this man, right? I'm not saying kind. I'm not for kind. I don't even listen to this nigga music. I'm just picking it with you, right?
Yeah,
But
still,
but
it's real
it's
tough.
it's it's still not right. Like there's this poem called The Hangman. It's a story called The Hangman. It's talking about how this guy comes into town, and
Okay,
he
what's
just
up,
starts
bro?
hanging up. He starts hanging different people, right? He starts hanging different types of people, and people's like the first day he comes in. Let's say he hangs all the orange people. Let's say they're different colors, but he hangs the orange people, and everybody sees him. Don't nobody say shit, right? So the next day he hangs the blue people. Everybody everybody see this shit. Don't nobody say nothing, right? And then he keeps going until finally there's like one type of people left, and they're like, hey man, this dude's hanging people, and he's like, don't say nothing now. Ain't nobody here to save you. You feel me? Like we're watching this dude get publicly lynched, man. They running this dude through the ringer by his family. There's certain things that I feel like shouldn't even be public news. Like I feel like there's certain things that should not be publicized. And you can say that because of his role, that these are things he has to accept. But no, it ain't things that he has to accept. Dude, that sounds like some bullshit. It's always cool until it's you. Until it's your shit that's on the it's your shit that's on the front page. Till it's you getting run through the ringer. Till it's you getting your feelings slaughtered. You know what I'm saying? It's always cool, fine and dandy until it's you. And then everybody's like, yo, what the fuck? No, get your ass up there while everybody laugh like we did everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
It's the shit that they doing to this dude. It's
hey,
not cool. It's not
listen,
right. What's up, DA? Yeah,
shit, you can, yeah, man. So, no, yeah, it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? But that just shows you, those are people who, in a higher salon of things. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine, just us being regular civilians. The type of shit that we deal with. On
right.
a day to day. You know what I'm saying? Majority of it, everybody's, there's really like, to the people who's out there meditating, or at least trying to, get back on their grind, doing their meditations, waking up, really, showing that work, man. Like, big ups to y'all doing that. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because you need that shit in your life, especially, in the rest of this life, wherever you may be on your journey. You know what I'm saying? Because we still have to finish it out. There's still other shit that I need to absorb as well as put out.
Right.
There's more shit that I need to learn. You know what I'm saying? There's more people that I know that need to come into my life in order that I can, fulfill that my
Fact.
my my whole, just time while I'm here, because it's the experience. You
Facts. The
understand?
journey. The
You
journey, yes,
know,
sir.
so
But
that's, but like with the shit that's going on, yeah. Hey, listen, these people, bro, again, if it don't fit their image, it don't fit what they put their money into, they have an agenda on their mind.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has an agenda. Everybody, you know, believes a certain way. And like that's really one of the main things, especially when it comes with talks of manifestation and stuff, is belief, because belief is a motherfucker. A
Facts.
motherfucker will believe in something so much that he'll
It'll
make it
manifest it.
real. He'll
Manifestation.
manifest it and make it real. And be with whatever emotions or that he puts in beside it, and whatever takes form. Yo, like, there's some wild shit running around out there. You know what I'm
Bro.
saying? And
eh,
people not knowing, the first thing what they do is they go ahead and they talk about what they've been taught. So now they're naming shit the devil, and this shit used to drive me wild, because they'd be like, yo, like, the devil and Legion is after me, because I used the Ouija board, and Beelzebub want to come and get me. And I'm like, wait, hold on. So you telling me that the fucking high ranking demons, we talking about like the top of the fucking the degrees, where we go and talk about like almost like the lesser keys of Solomon,
yeah.
or even the greater keys. Okay, we're talking about shit like in the Goesha, you
Right.
know. But the reality behind it is you know all of us could. Oh shit! I forgot how I was gonna go. All of us could know it.
What else?
You're doing it
What else?
again, man.
Nah, that's cool, bro. Cause so here's my thing, right? Um, all right, let's say you pay for something, right? Let's say I'm a cook and I cook you a food, right? I cook you a meal
Hmm.
and you eat the meal, and then it comes time to pay for the meal, and you don't want to pay. Fuck it. Let's go to a car. Let's say you buy a car, or you get a loan for a car at the car lot, and you get the car, you drive off with the car note come, you don't want to pay it. What they come do? They repossess that car, right?
Yeah, they gonna
The
come back
reason
to
why I
get it.
bring that up, the reason why I bring that up is I think that's what's going on with that whole Kanye situation, and I think he's not the first person. He's not the first person that this goes through. And this is I said the other day. I said, dude, what goes on in the dark comes to the light, right? So, like, I especially working with independent artists such as I do myself, I always ask I find myself asking a lot, like, what happened to the music, man? Like, why? How did we get to this trash? Listen, I'm not knocking nobody who had to work hard, but I'm talking about real. Like, we talking about. I'm being real. Excuse me. It need to be said. What happened to this? How do we get to this trash ass music that you hear every goddamn word that don't make no goddamn sense? It ain't got no message, bro. When you listen to old school music, right? You put on old school music, you feel vibrations that talk to you about the situation, and it nurtures you. It gives you knowledge. It lets you know that you're not the first person that goes through this kind of situation, and it gives you vibes. Like when you hear like something like easy like a Sunday morning, or you hear some shit like love and happiness or happy feelings or shit like that, right? But because it gives you a vibe, it transfers a vibration to you. You vibrate at that level. You're learning. It's giving love. There's different emotions made to, when this record is made, and when it's spent, it transfers that to you. You get that energy. So if it did it back then, what makes the difference now? And everything that they play is shit, is trash, dog. I'm not trying to be funny, but a lot, if you don't fit a certain image, if you don't have a certain type of sound, if you don't have a certain, everything's. Listen, people go where the money goes, right?
Yeah, it's
And
catered.
the money and the money and the money is saying that we only gonna spend it on this particular kind of sound, right? But that's done by design, and that's why I support independent music, because, bro,
I'm just,
that shit that the money, you know, they got a whole lot of money and they got a whole lot of bling and they got a whole lot of that, but they ain't got a whole. You can't buy talent though,
you know what? True enough, but then it also makes you wonder about all the fucking names on top of it.
right?
Everybody fucking little, bro. Like,
Right,
bro, we ain't got no regular sized motherfuckers around this bitch. Like, like real shit. Like Little
bro.
Wayne, Lil
It's an
Xan,
image,
Lil Yachty, Lil Pump, like Lil
bro.
Durk,
Everybody could be a
Lil
rapper. You just got to put Lil on the last thing that you ate for lunch, bro. The shit
yo,
don't, bro. It be too much, bro. Ain't nobody want to be grown. Well, why instead of little? Why we got grown? Or why ain't got leader or king or a ruler or something of empowerment? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
no,
always some
because
little
like
shit to
no,
limit you.
because like they know how to get at you, bro. Like, we were talking the other day about, about like different passions and being passionate about things, but sometimes, we get drawn just like everybody else because it's a vibration. It's something, we want to feel. You know what I'm saying? It's enticing. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? However, the shit we get drawn into sometimes, which would be like the different people, you surround yourself with or you come into contact with, sometimes they energy be off. You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying? And then there's
right.
there's some that actually, hey, you go ahead and shit was a vibe. You feeling that, but you good. You're not trying to go on and seek that. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, you know, that was you and that was your moment in time where it put you in a mind where you could actually sit and reflect about shit, even though it may
Right.
have seemed like it was an offensive thing. No offense, but it
No
just
offense.
happened like that. Real shit.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
So
So
so so here's my thing, right? Because people emulate what they see, right? People emulate what they see. Real quick, we got some. Hold on, we got some stuff coming in the chat. Let me read this. This is what
all
the
right, that's
conversation that
cool.
we've got.
That's cool.
We've got my man Da They're also saying people only want a microwave dinner instead of a full course meal now. There's no love in the music. He said the powers that be only care about the money and that quick dollar. Said these new kids don't have to work hard anymore. All you need is to say some mumble shit, wear jewelry, wear skinny jeans in the video, and you got to hit. Hey, I was just getting ready to say, it's funny how they shaped what success looked like. Why is success so limited to a bunch of chains, some gold, some cars, a couple women? You know what I'm saying? And if they ain't fighting, you used to be like, if it ain't fighting, they ain't doing nothing. But now it's if they ain't loving each other, they ain't doing nothing. Bro, why is that so small minded and limited? You know how you know that's small minded? When you when if you ever listen, if you've never done it in your life, you need to travel outside of your area. It's just gonna open up your mind You know what I'm saying? Because there's just more to it than the block, bro. I'm not knocking nobody, but what I'm saying is anybody who's ever traveled will understand and agree with what I'm saying. There's just more to it than the block, dog.
Listen,
There's mountains
bro.
and shit.
One
There's
thing.
monuments. There's centuries of information in books. There's bro. There's land. There's bro. This shit. There's more to it than the block, my nigga. And it's just if they can somehow confine you and make you feel like you've gotten all the way to the top because you got the same shit that Lil Wayne got, then that's enough for you. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you ain't got to work no more. You
Well,
know what I'm
no, it
saying? You
ain't.
done made it.
I mean,
You
but
know what I'm
no,
saying?
that's the thing though, is that that's how they, you know what I'm saying? That's how they sell their product. That's how they sell that image. That if you fit that image, yo, you can be set for life. Yeah, you set
Right.
for life, but you set for life under certain guidelines. And unless you know about what's going on and what's taking place, then you'll stay underneath those guidelines, a
Long as you
slave.
keep saying yes,
You know what I'm
they're gonna
saying?
take care of you. But the
If
second
you
you
don't,
say no, the second you say no, hey, do you know Bill Cosby? I'm gonna say this. I don't know if y'all know this real quick, bro. Do you know? And I'm not knocking Bill Cosby. If Bill was putting bitches to sleep and taking pussy, his ass need to go to jail. I say what I said. It is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you something. Most people don't know, right? Bill Clinton was getting ready to buy. I mean, not Bill Clinton. Bill Cosby was getting ready to buy a news network that was also in the works. You know this? You also, I know, because you know they'll hear a lot of.
okay,
They don't talk about shit like that. You know why? Because the power of media can control. A power of media can help shape a whole generation. Because those people get brought up on that media. So if you take that, you know what you don't really see on TV. Like, I mean, Marvel did their little superhero bullshit, but I mean, unless you a Marvel fan or a little kid, you ain't watching that. What I'm saying is one thing that they don't promote a lot on television or even in a lot of music that gets a lot of play is people doing positive shit. Like everything doesn't have to be about violence or taking over somebody's shit or killing them or doping them down or getting drunk and high all day. I'm not knocking nobody's hustle, but what I'm saying is that's not life 24/7, bro. Like life is
well,
not a
no, I
party
mean,
24/7. It's not. It's not. In order to ever have anything, you got to sacrifice at some point, and they never teach that. It's always like party, 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 party. Like when you wake up in the morning, turn up. When you go to lunch in the morning, when you go to lunch in the noon, turn up. When you go to dinner, turn up. That turn up is expensive, nigga. How the fuck you gonna have anything? When you gonna
let's
stop
get
turning the fuck down? When you gonna do that? When you ever gonna have some shit like that turning
listen,
up shit, dog? That don't lead to
but
shit.
shit.
Turn up homeless is what it do, bro. Like I'm not knocking nobody for getting their hustle on. All I'm saying is listen, if you got money to ball, you got money to invest. If you got money to ball, you got money to leave your kids something. If you got money to ball, you got money to buy a school. If you got money to ball, you got money to buy some kid health care. If you got money to ball, you got what are you ball? What is balling? What is
You know
what
what's
exactly is balling? Throwing money away? What exactly is like? I don't know. We need to change the definitions of a lot of this shit because how is any of this helping put us in a better position tomorrow? Like, bro, if you look at every other race, right? Every other race got some shit they own. They do. I'm just kicking 1,000. Every other race got some shit that they own and they do. They people stick together, dog. Me as a black man, I love to see black people come up. But we also, bro, we're probably one of the biggest communities that don't support each other, and we can't get mad at it. We always buying shit from everybody else because we don't have shit because we don't support each other. I'm just kicking 1,000, but this not shit that we don't know. This is shit that we know. So when the fuck are we gonna make this shit happen? But at the same time, we complaining that somebody holding us back, bro. Ain't nobody holding us back but us. When the fuck we gonna realize that shit, bro?
no,
Bro,
but
ain't
listen,
nobody, bro.
it's
Every
built,
other,
bro. It's
every other,
built.
every other color sticks the fuck together, bro. Look at the
Listen,
Asians;
bro.
they got nail shops and buffets. Look at white people; they got land and every goddamn thing. It's like look, bro. Look at it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. One thing I love, I kick 1,000. One thing I love about Hispanics, dog, and I say this shit 1,000 times, bro. I've seen a Hispanic family migrate here. They built one house. It'd be 15 niggas in the house, right? They work there. They work there till the house is paid for. Then they buy another house, right? And they leave one family in this house, and they split the houses amongst the two houses. They work till they get that second house paid off. Then they, before you know it, they got the whole block. They own the whole block, nigga. They own the whole block. Not only that, they own the land. You understand what I'm saying? And guess what? Hey, now here come the trucks, because now they got land, they got assets, they got shit that they can do collateral. You know what I'm saying? Like they set themselves up to be successful. You know, you don't, and even when they party, dog, they be partying at the house with niggas they love. They had, you know what I'm saying? Everybody bringing beer to the party. Everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, dog, this shit, it's not that the shit can't be done, dog. It's just motherfuckers don't. Everybody waiting for. Who are they waiting for? Who the fuck? Who exactly? Who are you? And why are you waiting? Has the motherfucker showed up yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said, bro, this called. I'm gonna tell y'all. This is called. It said what it needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? If it's just for the week, take your ass somewhere, because we ain't. We gonna get down to the gritty. We gonna get down to the gritty. When we gonna make this change, dog? When we gonna do this shit? What the fuck is everybody waiting on? You know what I'm saying? It's simple, dog. I'm gonna tell you some shit that irked me too, right? Let's say you gotta already buy some shit, right? Let's say you gotta already buy some shit. I'm talking about shit you gotta use every day. Like, let's say toilet paper, right? Your friend make toilet paper. This your friend, right? Why you ain't buying toilet paper from your friend? But this your boy, right? This your girl though, right? This your homie, right? Why you ain't buying from your friend? Because see, I'm gonna tell you something. When you fuck with people the right way and the money circulates. Motherfuckers worried about when they gonna have enough. I'm gonna show you something. When you spend money with people who fuck with you, they gonna end up spending the money. If they fuck with you, now I ain't talking about flaw people. I'm talking about people who really fuck with you. Yeah. When you spend money with them, they'll spend money with you, because they feel that I fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna show you. They're gonna show you that they believe in your dream by understanding they dollar. Yeah, they understand they dollar is power. You know what I'm saying? So they would rather get at you to push your dream. You know what I'm saying? But that's only fair though, if in turn your friend is making that shit possible to support you. Like, motherfucker, if your friend supporting you, why are you trying to get all your product off of this nigga? Why don't you drop the price so it make it affordable for him to fuck with you? You understand? And see how that shit go? But nobody don't want to talk about that though.
Nobody trying to talk about that, bro, because they weren't taught that. That's the thing, man. They not taught that, bro.
Man, like, look, I don't know what to say, dog.
When you was asking about rap, right? Like, I'm like, yo, my opinion, bro, where rap started to go, we'll thank Mr. Carter boy. You know,
Wayne,
Lil Wayne. Hey. And you know what I'm saying? Listen, yo, you know, he was different. But when he first come out, and the shit that he was, you know, his riffs and his rhyming it just sound great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It sound great.
But you know who else sounded great when they did that shit, dog? Duke Ellington and everybody else that came before him. That's where he got that shit from. But see, when hip hop started, dog, it was about a message of power, bro, to empower the people. And slowly but surely, we down to pimping hoes and shooting at niggas.
Yeah, but I'm saying like with him, it was.
I don't know what the fuck. What's up?
Listen, like there's been violence, and let's call it what it is, man. There's been violence in every genre of fucking music.
Facts.
Whether you watch Cadillac Records and you see, hey, yo, they were ruthless.
Right.
Muddy Waters, Sam Walters, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to country music. Hey, ain't no good nights every night coming through the bar. Real shit. Motherfuckers at the bar drinking, bro, to get rid of stress.
Right.
Some wishing some shit go down so they can release some stress. Because at times, sometimes you feel like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to get some shit off your chest. Sometimes you feel like that's therapeutic, which is kind of crazy, but you know, it even after a good fight, if you can ever find one, you know what I'm saying? There's like that moment of clarity. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got me. Bro. Maybe I got him. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not stressed about it, anything like that. But I feel a whole lot of weight is up off me because like that shit had me thinking like I wanted to kill him, or you know what I'm saying, thinking some other way, and not really being on your shit, and you know, like actually seeing or feeling things for how they is. You know what I'm saying? Because again, at the end of the day, you're the one who's making that decision. Somebody can force, hey, bro, that nigga really tried you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't gonna get him. Like they could put it, yo, dog, you know I've been your dog. Like, you know, but I'm steadily trying to think, but like, why is it so necessary that you know I attack this dude, or like, you know, that I
Bruh.
got to feel like this, you know? So now I got to think, yo, what's this
Because
dude
our culture
thinking?
been pushed like that.
Yeah, bro, it's how it's being made, bro.
Because
Listen,
a culture's being pushed like that. Because here's the reality situation, right? If your person, if your, let's say your dog really love you, right? This your dog, this your nigga, this your bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been growing up forever. Why the fuck would he really want to see you throw the rest of your life away? That's my question for it. I'm gonna leave like, bro. I'm gonna kick it real with you. I'm the kind of
motherfucker
nigga.
may want your place. Real
No,
shit.
no, but
Like
what I'm
first things
right,
first, somebody may want your place. Somebody is envious of
right,
you where you at right now. For some reason,
right,
you know what you doing may hold the certain status which he may feel that if he had that status or he sat in your chair, that he would be above the law, and it would be he would be at his ultimate. But if you look at it, you know, that's simple game. That's simple-minded shit. Like, why would you
right,
want to be somebody who really isn't really established yet? I mean, I am, you know what I'm saying, real shit, but like I'm not pushing how I want to push yet. And
right.
you know what I'm saying? You want to crack me like I'm the fucking what's that? Uh what's
Bro.
that fucker's name from that cooking show? Uh
Oh, Emerald, bam.
no, not Emerald.
What you talking about?
The fucking the blonde
Oh,
head
Chop.
chef.
Oh,
Uh
Ramsey, Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah. But the thing with me, bro, is what I don't understand is, and you hitting on stuff. Let's keep it all the way 1,000, right? We
Mm-hmm.
let a lot of shit slide in life that we should not let. Can we all agree on that shit? And I'm gonna read some comments that we got here. Shout out to my man Johnny Jerry Crawford. He said he out in New Zealand. I appreciate you, brother. He said just started vibing this lunchtime Thursday in New Zealand, my bro.
Oh
Appreciate you. We
wow,
got Amir
okay.
Fresh in here. Uh, hey man, shout out to my man Amir Fresh, man. If y'all ain't heard about it, man, go check out that east side. It's still hot shit. Not he got some new stuff out here coming out of the way, so we'll be able to let y'all know that in a little bit. My man DA said, I remember when you had to live what you round about. Now you can be a kid from the suburbs pointing the gun in the video. It's accepted by a woman to shake her ass in the camera because that's how she's welcome. And religion is no longer touching no one's hearts. Hey, he said facts. He say, listen, Matt Ayrton, black people are last on everything. What do I mean by that? We're last at excelling and prospering because we not only are held back by the others, we're held back by each other because we don't support one another. And then also Amir Fresh said
Oh
Johnny
word.
Cash made a song about the dude he killed. And I'm with you on all those points. I saw no lies. Now here's the thing. I was gonna say, bro, when it comes down to uh I think we can all say in here that we let a lot of shit slide at times when we find ourselves biting our tongue, right? Like sometimes something will happen and you don't all the way quite vibe with it, but you don't want to start no problems or nothing. Like so you just kind of just let the shit slide. You know what I'm saying? But the shit fuck with your vibration, it fuck with your mental. Because in reality, when we always talk about we want somebody to keep it real. In reality, real would be to acknowledge and to allow and to check a person, not necessarily saying that you gotta get violent with a person, but to let a person know that they've crossed a boundary that you set and that you're not going, you didn't appreciate that. And I'm not saying in a way that you gotta grab and lay hands on somebody like you at church. What I'm saying is hold somebody accountable. I'm not pushing people to be confrontational, but what I'm saying is you teach people how to treat you, right? Think about when you that let's be honest. The first time you let some shit slide and you think, oh, I'm just gonna let it slide because bro is tripping. Don't it always present itself again?
It
Don't
do.
it don't it always present itself again? And the second time it happened, you be like, now wait a minute, I know this motherfucker didn't, but yeah, they did. Why wouldn't they?
It
You
no
did
no
nothing
no
to
no
you
no.
did nothing to stop that.
It do. It do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like at times it'd be like, you know, I really call it though. I'd be like,
You know what
yo,
I'm
man,
saying?
like
I ain't saying you gotta get in no shit with nobody. But what I'm saying is, even if it's verbally out loud, it's stuff like, hey man, this person has violated my boundaries that I've set, personal boundaries that I've set to keep my life how I would like them to be. I can't get down with that decision. You know what I'm
No, no,
saying?
no, no. Of course
And
not. But
or that kind of situation if they're gonna bring me into that kind of environment because that's not conducive to where I want to be eventually. And we actually
listen,
got 6 minutes on the show, brother. Go
oh
ahead and wrap it up, my man. Like
no,
you
real
can take
shit.
us out.
Like
Yeah.
we all got you know what I'm saying. We all have our our reasons for doing the shit that we did. You know what I'm saying. But not being able to sit there and look at how things are going on now and being able to pick them out and see what's going on. That's again like this show here. We're looking for as much as is just awareness
Mm-hmm.
of the things that are going on. We're all going to believe differently. We may feel each other's words. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even sense each other's vibrations, or you know what I'm saying, something. uh I'm losing myself again, man. I gotta.
Hey, that's some good herb.
It
Hey,
is,
it need to
it
be said.
is
They like, damn, that nigga. Hey, that shit need to
like,
be said. I don't know what you. Hey, that shit there, bro. When we get off, I ain't gonna tell you to send me no shit like that. I wouldn't tell you to do no illegal shit like that online or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that at all. You
yeah,
got me?
yeah.
Yeah.
So allegedly,
Allegedly, right?
allegedly, but yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, man.
listen, again, like I was trying to get out was like everybody has done their fair share of the dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Has done what maybe they considered dirt, doing
Right.
dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody actually knows. Like when somebody says, "Hey, man, I'm a thug," and okay, like let's say you go with Pac's definition of it. The hate you gave us. You know what I'm saying? Fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? All
Facts.
right. Whatever, that's what you want to represent. But then a lot of people, I'm thugged out, I'm a goon, and they start throwing all these words to mean and shit that they don't mean. You
Right.
go in the dictionary, bro, a goon, bro, straight up, it's a stupid person, and that's what it says. The
And but they,
definition: a goon is a stupid person, and you want to put you stupid, like, bro.
bro,
You know what gets
listen.
me is like the same with the videos. Okay, yeah, okay, y'all want to flash all this money, all this jewelry. Like to me, that's market wear. Because you know what,
Right.
you marking it for another motherfucker. Hey, come get me. I'm this flashy. I'm this loud. Like you know what I'm saying. You
Right. And
know,
but here's the thing, and this is gonna blow a lot of people's minds, right? Jewelry and a lot of that shit, like most other things in life, only have value to you.
yeah.
Like, right? So all these people, all these, I always this should be the biggest, craziest shit to me, right? I see all these artists, right? They got all these fucking chains on, they got all this ice, and put all this shit in their mouth, all this shit. I ain't knocking it, right? But let me ask you something, right? Let me just ask. I'm gonna ask you something, right? Let's say you take that shit back to the same person who sold you that shit. They don't even want to pay nothing close to what your dumb ass put on the counter.
No.
And then they're just gonna melt it and mold it for the next dumbass to come in
Yeah.
and wear their name because that shit only got value because of what you paid for it. And half the time they ain't even pay for it. Half the time the
Look, that's
jeweler
what I'm
gives it to
saying.
them
Like,
to
look,
market it
man.
to make it. Come on, man. Come on.
When
Don't
you
don't
sit
don't
there,
fall for
look,
the
bro.
kind.
When you
Don't
sit
fall for
there
the
and you
kind.
look, when you look at all these fucking bills, right? You look at all these
Entertainment is a
fucking
job.
stacks of fucking bills and shit. Motherfucker counting hundreds and bands and
No,
all
ain't
that
no
shit and
bills.
stuff like
Ain't
that.
no bills. Them people give that shit
What
to them.
worth? What worth? Those are a bunch of IOUs. Like, what's the real worth behind those bills right there? Like, real
Bro,
shit. You
bro,
know what I'm
it's
saying? There's nothing on those unless somebody's got, some silver on them or some fucking, some like, bro, you wouldn't start talking smart shit.
bro.
Oh shit, but
Only
like,
precious metals hold value. That's because, and it's not even about the monetary. See, so it don't matter what they told you they paid for it in U.S.
well,
currency
no,
or whatever the fuck. Because when you take that shit to the jeweler, they gonna melt it down. And the only thing that when they melt it down, the only thing that holds value is precious metal. That's because it can't be broken down
Yeah.
anymore. After they heat it up and breaks everything else off of it, like your fingerprints, all that food that you ate while you was shaking your chain, and all that dumb shit that you spent on all that money that you threw down the drain that one day you need because you got bills and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
knocking nobody. Like, bro, listen, I'm for everybody's success, and I ain't trying to. I
Oh
swear to
yeah.
God, it ain't nothing to do
That's
with hate. I just want to see us do something better than flash with it. Can we own some shit? Can we leave something to some people? Can we build a school? Can we teach people things that we learned? And can we teach the young kids shit that taught us a lifetime to learn so that they can get further than we were? Can we start doing that? Because to me, that's real wealth. And we said that shit because it needed to be said. I appreciate you, Glenn, man. That's been our show tonight, man. Y'all tune
yeah,
in. If
man.
y'all like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit,
yeah. Y'all take it
y'all share
easy.
that shit.
Again,
We're gonna
thanks
definitely come
again
back. Yes,
for
sir.
having me up on here. Big shout out to the No Offense family, everybody.
Hey, speaking of which, man, if y'all do me a favor, man, help me welcome my man Glenn to the No Offense Network, brother. I'll be getting your paperwork. I appreciate you, man. We got let's move up, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah,
do it.
yeah. They definitely have to do more talk. I was definitely feeling this. Hell, we might have to even just go in like an overtime one day. It'd be a real deep
I'm
subject.
I'm with it, bro. Listen, we gonna this was just a pilot to give them a taste. You know what I'm saying? This is something they could talk about. Y'all go ahead and share this out. We definitely coming with y'all. Remember, it's Wednesdays, man. 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And now, hey, come, we're gonna be announcing this will also be playing on the radios in case y'all miss us live. You know what I'm saying? Just say do us a favor, man. Spread the conversation, spread the word. Like we said, it needed to be said. We out.
Yeah, like